Coming up on this episode.
So we just want to get all warm and cozy in here, and Ryan's working so hard to make sure that happens.
We're gonna be warm and cozy.
Yeah, we are. Just picking Saskatoons this morning. We're having a last breakfast, a pancake breakfast with the family before they leave. And we have such a bounty of Saskatoons. So this is wonderful. Love Saskatoons.
Melody and I live for mornings like this. Stopping off for fresh Saskatoons to put on our pancakes? How great is that? We're coming for pancake breakfast. Breakfast will be bittersweet for us because it's our last day with family. They're such good people.
No one's here today. No one's at the shore to greet us.
No tails wagging, nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no.
Today we're being served a breakfast of pancakes with the family. Look at that out there. We stopped and got Saskatoons first. So it'll be interesting to take a look at these Saskatoons and see how they all pan out.
You know how that fish panned out.
This is the birthday boy. He had a birthday yesterday. We had quite a festive occasion. And I caught a special rainbow trout just for him.
That shed you saw me building a moment ago? No, it's not another bedroom. We are actually going to use it for storage and put it right here beside the tiny cabin.
What are you up to, Mom? Oh, I'm moving this brush that we're supposed to. Oh, yeah. Good job. Oh, I turned my back. Oh, you get in your bed.
Just when you thought you had this newfound.
We were just on the boat and she was sitting on my lap and we were like,
Yeah, I know, and it's always disappointing when it doesn't work out, but we're just.
okay. Wait, girl, wait.
You had a moment there, and now that's it.
Sherry, on this corner.
Where do I go? Where do I go?
Up we go.
Watch Melody here. She has such good instincts and knows just where her help is needed. Those doors were not locked and could have flown open and hit someone, but she saw that and moved right in.
Okay, good.
Square it up or?
Yeah, we will. I'm not gonna bother your break now.
Yeah. Was that hard on anybody?
Nope.
No?
Worked perfect.
Oh, man. Great.
Nice job, guys.
This is one of the less glamorous jobs of wilderness living, but it needed to get done and Melodi stepped up to the task. Actually, anyone that knows my wife is probably rolling on the floor laughing at this very moment. Melodi's no slacker, and as you can see, she's totally committed to pioneer living. And I thought it was pretty innovative of her to use a tote lid as a washboard. And why not? It seems to work just fine.
That drone's just sitting there going, oh, what just happened? Where'd it go? Okay, this is the fourth wall of our tiny cabin. So it's dangling precariously at the moment. But we have 3 sides in. It's dark out, but my camera's pretty good about picking up light and
No kidding.
yeah, it's pretty amazing. And that's going to be our view for the tiny cabin. I think it's going to be really, really pretty. Then we'll have a daytime view tomorrow. We've gotten a lot accomplished today.
Especially in the back.
Especially in the back. Okay, so it's getting late, but we really want to get more done in the tiny cabin, because if we don't get in the tiny cabin, we sleep in the bird bath. And we all know what the bird bath is now. And we haven't minded actually. But it would just be really neat to have a little tiny cabin to do our stuff in. We've got my wild home videos to edit, hundreds and hundreds of hours, and we've got fishing to do, plus a whole lot of other stuff. So we just want to get all warm and cozy in here, and Ryan's working so hard to make sure that happens.
We're gonna be warm and cozy.
Yeah, we are. When we first got here, the shore was just the shore. And now we've been here a couple of weeks, and look at that! There's our tiny cabin! And our little Adirondacks. And our trusty old barge. This has just been a wonderful week with our family. Just heading back to get a few supplies. We're gonna get windows eventually, because apparently it's taking a long time for them to get in just because of supply right now, as we all know. Goodbye, island. Lots and lots has happened this week. It's been a great week. A really, really great week. Oh, Martini, run, run, run! So just getting supplies, of course, at our trusty Home Depot. And we've just had the most amazing experience here. Home Depot. Janine was amazing. Mark, Faye, everybody gave us such great service. We're so happy to be leaving with our new vanity for our tiny bathroom and lights for the island. So they've been amazing.
The thing about this roofing is that I ordered it prior to finalizing the design. Yeah, I know. A smart person wouldn't have done that. But what can I say? Our original plans called for an 18-foot flat roof for the cabin and a 10-foot flat roof for a covered porch. One day, while sitting on the raised floor of the tiny cabin, we decided that the view was simply too spectacular to not take advantage of. So just like that, we were swapping out our original windows for different ones. This change required a complete redesign for the front wall, and oh yeah, no more covered porch. It's all good though. We can easily use those shorter pieces for an outbuilding somewhere.
Right now, we're sleeping in a 7x7 shed that we are converting into a washroom. That's our mosquito netting. And this is our comfy, cozy bed. And we have a treat here. These lovely, oh man, they're so amazing. My sister got me onto them. Popcorners, kettle corn, sweet and salty. So that's our treat for tonight. And we're about to shut our solar powered light out. Oh, it's cozy. Look at this, is as big as it is. That's all. Like 7x7. And we have one bed in here. But life is good, right?
You better believe it. You better believe it.
Just getting up this morning, and right within my view is the tiny cabin. Ryan, what needs to be done with the rest of the cabin?
We got to put the roof on. We got to structure, beef up the windows, and make them great big windows instead. I got to talk to the window place to make sure that of the sizing and stuff. And then we've got to lay on some plywood. And it's going to be awesome.
What about the front there?
Oh, we'll put a deck on. I've got all this stuff for the deck.
That's what we did yesterday. We came back with some of our supplies. And like I say, we realized the windows were a bit small. And
So we've overcompensated.
so now we've overcompensated.
Oh yeah.
We just feel like we can't miss out on a view when you've got the lake in front of you, and so it just wouldn't have made any sense. So we'll start another work day.
Here's a doggy.
Sit up on your chair, I'll follow you.
There's a dolly. Here's a dolly.
So our roof has come and it's arrived at the lake, and we're taking it with our other supplies, putting it on the barge. This will be fun to see how this all turns out when everything gets done.
Is that too heavy for you?
Melody's willingness to help is just terrific, but I have to make sure she doesn't overdo it. She recently had 4 spine surgeries in a single month.
If it hangs down, I don't think it'll dent.
No way it will. That's how you should carry it.
Getting these panels onto the barge, that's the easy part. Sure, it's a tedious job, but the actual work is really quite invigorating. The hard part will be getting the panels installed onto the roof without falling off in the process. It's really steep. But Melodi really loves rigging. She calls herself a rigger, so I'm sure she'll have me all roped up safely.
This is a hard-working couple.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh, busy.
Oh, yeah?
What are you guys up to? Well, I just did my, I finished up my, I added 6 solar panels.
What was for you?
You know, with solar, if you have everything on one charge controller and one panel has shade on it, all the panels are reduced.
I see that actually. I've got one branch in the way, covers one
Yeah.
portion, drops the voltage like 10 volts, just like that shade on the
Yeah.
on there, like that
Yeah.
right now.
All of them.
Because it affects everything in the series. So for marine, if you want, you know, because of the booms for the sails, what they do is they put a charge control on each panel.
Sure.
And that
Gotcha.
way, if
Yeah.
one panel's
sense.
like that, they still get 100% from all the other ones.
Here the days are short. So you get super good solar charging with the snow. It's the best.
Do
it can
you?
be. Oh yeah, it's the best.
Oh, you're kidding. We never
You
knew
actually, I
that.
actually blew up a charge controller because it exceeded the voltage. It's like magnified off the sun.
People were saying, you know, you're not going to get anything out there in the winter. We're like, really?
So the sun sits just in the wintertime. See that lower cloud right there?
Yeah, right
the
about
sun's
there.
right there, coming straight in. And so that magnifies off all the snow and ice. If it's a minus 30 day, it's a spectacular charging day.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so great to have an actual shelter that we can stand up and move around in. And with heat, too. Can you imagine? Oh man, I just can't wait for that roof to be on.
What you doing, Oops?
Welcome. Are you having a fun time? I'm the king of the world.
We decided to use bigger windows because for that kind of front, those little windows on the side don't quite do it. So he's having to reinforce. I think he's going to put 3 of those in there because it's going to need to carry quite a bit more weight. The one thing that we're not crazy about when we're building here like this is that we have to have a generator on for some of the power saws and tools. And it's not quite as peaceful. Neither of us like it, but sometimes it is kind of necessary. Well, you need shims up at the top? You'll need shims up at the top there? Yeah.
The other one beside it might be loose.
That one there is moving. You can see it.
Once it's reinforced, it's done.
Oh, yeah.
What it needs to bracing too, this way.
Right. Yeah. Good job, honey. We can't wait to get into this little tiny cabin because right now our tiny cabin is that. Kind of gives you perspective. And that's only like 200 square feet, the tiny cabin. That's like 50 square feet. We'll check back in.
Believe me when I tell you, Melodi can literally do anything. Look at her handling this excavator like a total boss.
So we're going to haul this chipper back through our brand new little roadway over to the shop site because we have a whole bunch of brush and smaller sticks and stuff that we can chip up and clean up the site. So we're going to pull that with the excavator all the way back. Do you need to take that jack off? Oh, the jack's off the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, it was held there by a pin, eh?
What's that, honey?
That's just automatically connected to it and it was held by a pin?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's a good thing to have on there.
Yeah.
We got that chipper at an auction. We're trying to do this all within a budget and
All right, honey.
seems to be working out good so far. Okay. Oh, this is fun stuff. I don't know why I wasn't doing this yesterday.
I tell you something, it sure is nice to have a capable partner that you can share the workload with. As you can see here, Melodi is a very determined woman, and I think we make a pretty good team.
Like it. Right here?
Sure,
Right there?
right there's good.
Nice work, honey. You lift it up a touch so I can put this down.
Really?
Yeah. slow.
Are we gonna run the chipper?
It really is living.
And we finally got a camp stove after all this time. So we feel like we're in luxury now.
Yep.
What a difference. We used to make all our stuff over the campfire.
Well, this is sure quick and easy.
Yeah, and the smoke. I love the campfires. We'll always have campfires, but it's summer. We want to be watchful, and the camp stove is so fast. It boils water so quickly. It's amazing. Hey?
Yeah. And it's a really good stove.
It's a really good stove. We love it. So what have you been doing today?
Been framing up windows, the front windows. Framed up the bottoms. Since we don't know the tops yet, I can't put the headers in. So I want to order the windows today,
Yeah.
get a measurement, frame the headers in, and then I can start putting the roof trusses on.
How long do you think this is going to take?
Well, I don't know, a couple hours to get the window measurements and frame the headers, and then another couple hours to put the plywood on.
I guess I'm talking, how many more nights are we going to sleep in a washroom? That's my real question.
Maybe 2.
2 more nights, really?
Yeah, maybe. Could be either 1 or 2.
Oh.
Yeah. It'll be great, eh?
I
I can't wait.
would honestly be fine just sleeping under the stars, just in there with no cover. I'd be happy to do that.
Well, I'd like to have a cover in case it rains. Also want to have something to affix the mosquito net too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mosquito in my eye.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us by clicking the thumbs up icon on YouTube. We invite you to also subscribe and click the bell. You'll be notified when we upload new content. Please invite your friends and family to come along too. Bye for now.